What's going on, geeks and gamers? This is Ryan from RK Outpost, and today I want to talk to you about one of my personal favorite Star Wars Expanded Universe characters. What made me choose this character to share with you guys today is one of the accusations that people like me have had leveled against us. If you're someone like me who's been critical of what Disney Lucasfilm has done with the sequel trilogy and the other Star Wars properties they've come out with over the past several years, you may have heard this accusation leveled against you. Be it from a Lucasfilm employee, the media, or just a random person on social media. You may have heard, well, if you don't like these movies, you must just not like strong female characters. And to me, that's always been such a silly thing to say. It doesn't even make sense. I've always personally cared more about who a character is versus what they look like, whether that be the color of their skin or their gender. So today I wanted to talk to you about one of my personal favorite female characters of all time, Jaina Solo. Like her twin brother Jason, Jaina Solo was born 9 years after the Battle of Yavin to Han Solo and Leia Organa Solo. Taking after her father's skill in mechanics and piloting, along with his personality, Jaina was extremely powerful in the Force, just like her mother. Along with her twin and younger brother Anakin, she was trained at her uncle Luke Skywalker's Jedi Praxium. When she was 16 and was apprenticed to her aunt and role model, Mara Jade Skywalker, a war unlike any other spread across the galaxy. The Yuuzhan Vong, an extragalactic threat, brutal and unwavering, and invisible in the Force, started a bloody campaign against the Jedi and the New Republic. At the front lines when the war began, Jaina quickly became renowned for her piloting skills. While her father Han preferred freighters, Jaina was much more comfortable in a fighter. At a young age, she joined the legendary Rogue Squadron, who were in desperate need of pilots after their dealings with the Yuuzhan Vong. Fiery and willful, Jaina was one of their most outstanding pilots. In her duties, she worked alongside another young pilot for the Imperial Remnant, Jagged Fell, nephew of the legendary Wedge Antilles. The quick start to her military career was going well until, in a desperate attempt to save a New Republic ship, Jaina's X-Wing was destroyed, forcing her to eject and seriously wounding her. Out of the fight and having her confidence shaken, Jaina focused on Jedi actions. Once fully healed, Jaina was chosen along with 15 other young Jedi by her uncle Luke for a dangerous and controversial mission to destroy the Voxen Queen, a gruesome beast bred to hunt Jedi. Many Jedi lost their lives on the mission, including Jaina's younger brother Anakin. After her heart was ripped apart by her brother's sacrifice, her twin, Jason, was captured and presumed dead after killing the Voxen Queen. Distraught with the loss of her siblings, Jaina began a slow, angry slide towards the dark side. However, along with Kip Duran, they were both able to pull themselves away from this dark path. Helping her in this was the presence of Jagged Fell, whom Jaina had started a romantic relationship with, despite their incredibly busy and demanding responsibilities. In a seemingly miraculous event, she was fully pulled back towards the light when her twin Jason was discovered alive and returned to the Jedi. She was then promoted to the rank of Jedi Knight, and while performing the ceremony, Luke Skywalker's words, spoken by the Force but through him, went as follows. "I name you the Sword of the Jedi. You are like tempered steel, purposeful and razor keen. Always you shall be in the front rank, a burning brand to your enemies, a brilliant fire to your friends. Yours is a restless life, and never shall you know peace, though you shall be blessed for the peace that you bring to others. Take comfort in the fact that, though you stand tall and alone, others take shelter in the shadow that you cast." These words would weigh on her. She took seriously the responsibility, but worried that she would never truly be able to love or get close to others. Jaina played a major role in the rest of the war, and along with her twin and uncle would eventually end the Yuuzhan Vong threat. Jaina continued her on-again, off-again relationship with Jag after the war, with their respective duties always limiting their time together, but a new challenge would arise for them. A skirmish between the Chiss, who Jag had grown up and was loyal to, and the insectoid Killiks had erupted. Manipulated by the Killiks and her brother, as well as her own mistakes, Jaina found herself on the opposite side of Jag, who was eventually shot down and crash-landed on the surface of a jungle planet, his fate unknown. After the conclusion of the Chiss-Killik conflict, the threat that emerged to the galaxy next was one she never could have expected. It was from her twin, Jason. Broken after his captivity with the Vong, Jason had become someone who only cared about the ends regardless of the means. After taking control of the newly formed Galactic Alliance, murdering her mentor and aunt Mara Jade Skywalker, and torturing her cousin Ben Skywalker, Jason had officially become the Sith Lord, Darth Caedus. With the reluctant help of an exiled Jagged Fel, Jaina sought out someone to help fight her powerful brother turned Sith. She found this in Mandalore, the infamous Boba Fett, who helped her unleash a fighting style that would be unknown to her brother. A final confrontation occurred on Caedus' flagship, a brutal battle between the twins, resulting in her being forced to kill the one she had been closest to. In his last act, her brother returned for a moment to use the last of his strength to call out to his family and warn them of a threat, saving their lives, but being killed by Jaina in the process. Weeping and cradling the body of her brother, nearly mortally wounded herself, Jagged Fel was the first one to find her. The next few years, Jaina reconnected with Jag, who was the newly appointed Imperial head of state, but again their conflicting sides made their relationship a struggle. A new overreaching government with Mandalorian hired guns, an ancient Force entity named Abeloth driving young Jedi insane, and an entire planet full of Sith, marooned and stranded for millennia, had all set their sights on control of the galaxy, with the Jedi in the middle. As the Sword of the Jedi, Jaina was in the thick of every battle, a fierce thorn in the side of these returned Sith, and a key in destroying this mysterious and powerful Force entity. In the defense of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, drained and exhausted from hours of fighting and slaying untold numbers of Sith warriors, Grandmaster Luke Skywalker promoted a euphoric Jaina to the rank of Master in the middle of the battle, uncertain if she would make it through alive. Together, they defended the temple, repelling the Sith and defeating Abeloth. After surviving so much together, Jaina and Jag decided enough was enough. In front of friends and family, despite all that had conspired to keep them apart, Jagged Fel married Jaina Solo, committing their lives to each other forever. Jaina Solo goes to show that you can have an extremely powerful female character, powerful in the Force with innate piloting abilities, and she can still be an extremely enjoyable character, not called a Mary Sue, because she goes through other struggles. She has to earn all those skills. From a very young age, you see her working with her father Han, who she's so close to. One of the things that really always drew me to Jaina Solo was how much like her father Han she was. She is so much like his personality, and obviously she picked up his piloting skills, his ability with mechanics and everything like that. But she had to earn all that. She had to learn all of that. With her Force skills, although they did come naturally to her because of her bloodline, you saw her have to actually work at them. She didn't just touch someone and have all their knowledge Force downloaded like we have with Rey, which is the explanation we get with Rey for why she's able to just know everything so quickly. I don't know why you would design a character like that. Why would anyone be interested in that? Just a robot that can download whatever and know anything. Is that interesting? Is that a compelling character? Not to me. Maybe to you, but not to me. We see Jaina Solo really struggle with the dark side. There's an entire book of her essentially slipping to the dark side before she's able to pull herself back from the brink with help from Jagged Fel and, ironically, Kip Duran. We see her struggle with other things like her relationships. That's Jaina's one great weakness, is she doesn't feel like she can get close to anybody. After Luke named her the Sword of the Jedi and gave her that prophecy, she felt like that was her duty, that she would never be at peace, ever. So she pushed everyone else away until finally coming to that realization that her and Jag belong together and they deserve this. This is why so many of us were devastated when we found out that the expanded universe had been decontinued and decanonized. There was an upcoming trilogy called Sword of the Jedi that was going to be all about Jaina, essentially taking over the mantle. And we didn't get it. It's out there. We know it's out there. We know that it was being actively worked on. A great trilogy that so many people would be interested in reading. There's a reason why the action figure I have behind me, the Jaina Solo Black series, is in high demand. You can't find it for really less than $20 online. There's a reason why this is in demand, and characters like Rey and Rose Tico, Jyn Erso, are sitting in bargain bins across the country, across the world. Jaina Solo is a great character. Not because she's a female, but because she's a great character. But tell me what you guys think. Have you heard of Jaina Solo before? Are you interested to know more about her now that you've heard this? Is this the kind of character that you'd like to see more from Disney Lucasfilm? Let us know in the comments below. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.